Hello, dear DSC candidates. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I'm Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I'm going to teach you about certain most important grammar aspects from which one or two questions are guaranteed in your TET or DSC examination. And therefore, I request all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. I also request all of you to consider subscribing to my channel and also sharing this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. Use of a or an. This is a very important aspect from your competitive examinations point of view. Before I teach you about the use of a and an, I would like to give you a little introduction to the articles. What are the articles? Okay, what are the articles? A, an, and the. These three are called articles, and though they are three in number, they are divided into two groups. Okay, a and an, these are called indefinite articles. Okay, indefinite articles. Okay, and here this the is there, this is called the definite article. Okay, and here why these two are called indefinite articles and why this one is called the indefinite article means these a and an do not show a person or a place or a thing definitely, and therefore these two articles are called indefinite articles. Whereas this the is there, this shows a person or a place or a thing definitely, this is therefore called a definite article. So this is the definite article, these are the indefinite articles. If time permits you, you can watch the video that I have made on articles. It's a beautiful video. Please watch that video if time permits you. And but before that, I would like to talk to you about these two. A and an are called indefinite articles. Why are they called indefinite articles? Means just now I have told you they do not show a person or a place or a thing definitely. How? Let me give you one example. Okay, you just briefly know introduction. This is all introduction. Okay, there is a boy in the playground. Okay, there is a boy in the playground. A boy in the playground. A means one, and also means one, that you know very well. And here there is a boy in the playground means one boy in the playground. One boy means, well, who is that one boy? Is it Hari? Is it Ramesh? Is it Rakesh? Is it Gopi? Who is that one boy? Who is that boy in the playground means you don't know that, because this A is not showing this boy definitely, and therefore you do not understand which boy this is. Whether it is Ravi or Rakesh or Hari or Mohan, who that boy is, you don't know that, because this A is not showing this boy definitely or specifically. So in this way, this A doesn't show any person or a place or a thing specifically or definitely, right? And one more example I would like to give you here to make you understand this. I have an uncle in the UK. Okay, I have an uncle in the UK. What is the meaning of this? I have an uncle. An uncle means one uncle. One uncle. See, what do you mean by that one uncle? Take for granted, all of you know pretty well that I have got three uncles, Mr. P, Mr. Q, Mr. R. These are the three uncles I have. Okay, and now I have said, dear students, I have an uncle in the UK. Then what do you understand from this statement? You immediately think that Sir has got three uncles, Mr. P, Mr. Q, Mr. R. And which uncle must be in the UK? You just don't understand specifically or definitely, because I have got three uncles and one of them is in the UK. That much only you understand, but you don't understand that Mr. P uncle is in the USA. Our Q uncle is in the USA, our R uncle is in the USA. You don't understand that specifically or definitely, because this an is not showing this uncle specifically. In this example, A is not showing this boy specifically or definitely. This in the second example, an is not showing this uncle specifically or definitely. So in this way, always A and an, these two articles do not show a person or a place or a thing definitely, and therefore therefore they are called indefinite articles. Whereas this the is there, this the shows a person or a place or a thing definitely, and therefore it is called the definite article. Now I hope you have understood this little introduction to these articles, and now let us move on to learn the use of a and an. Okay, right. Use of a is there. Okay, it has got two uses, and one of them I am giving you here. What is the first one? A is used before the words beginning with a consonantal sound. Okay, A is used before the words beginning with a consonantal sound. And now, since we have come across the word sound here, let us know about the sound system in the English language, first of all. Okay, and you know very well in the English alphabet. Okay, alphabet means the letters in the English language. Okay, alphabet. In the English alphabet, A to Z, we have 26 letters. Okay, yes, A, B, C, D. They are called English alphabet. Don't say alphabets, but alphabet. And these are 26 in number. And these are divided into two groups according to their sound. Okay, and they are called vowels and consonants. Remember this very well. What are the letters that give a vowel sound? Means A, E, I, O, U. These are 5 in number. They give a vowel sound. And the remaining ones are there. What are they? B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, okay, R, S, T, okay, V, W, X, Y, Z. These are 21 in number. Okay, so vowels are 5 in number, consonants are 21 in number. And one more important thing is vowels give a vowel sound, consonants will give a consonantal sound. So here the rule is A is used before the words beginning with a consonantal sound. And what are the consonantal sounds? We have 21 consonantal sounds. Therefore, before them we have to use A. So, for example, boy is there. What is the word boy beginning with B? What is B? B is a consonantal sound. And therefore, what should we use before that? A. Okay. And here dog is there. What is the word beginning with D? What is D? D is a consonantal sound. So what should we use before that? A. Right. And here J. Jug is there. What is the word beginning with J? What is J? J is a consonantal sound. What should we use before that? A. Okay. King is there. What is the word beginning with K? K is what? K is a consonantal sound. What should we use before that? A. And here, what's that? Van is there. What is the word beginning with V? What is V? V is a consonantal sound. Okay. Ear is there. What is the word beginning with Y? What is Y? Y is a consonantal sound. So what should we use before that? A. Zebra is there. What is the word beginning with Z? What is Z? Z is a consonantal sound. So in this way, therefore we use A before that. So in this way, these are all the words beginning with a consonantal sound, and therefore we have to use A before them according to this rule. Now I hope you have understood the first rule of this A. Where is A used? A is used before the words beginning with a consonantal sound. Now let us learn about the next use, second use of this A. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Rule 2 is there. What is this rule 2? A is also used before the words beginning with certain vowels that give a consonantal sound. So this is going to be a very, very important one from your competitive examinations point of view. And here the rule says that there are certain vowels. Okay, you know very well what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. These are vowels and that give a consonantal sound. So of these 5 vowels, let us know which vowels give a consonantal sound. See here, A is there. It always gives a vowel sound, no doubt about this. E is there. It always gives a vowel sound. I is there. It always gives a vowel sound. But this O and U, these 2 vowels are there. They look to be very sincere, but they are not in fact very sincere, because they give sometimes their original sound, vowel sound. What is their original sound? Vowel sound. So this gives a vowel sound, and sometimes it gives a consonantal sound also. And this U is also there. What is it doing? It gives its own sound, original sound, and sometimes a consonantal sound. That's why we should be very careful with these 2 vowel sounds. Though they look to be vowel sounds, they sometimes give a consonantal sound. Therefore, you must be very careful with the words beginning with these 2 vowel sounds, O and U. They are very dangerous vowels. And let us know when this O is said to be a vowel sound and when it is said to be a consonantal sound. That point we have to understand here. Similarly, when this U is said to be a vowel sound and when it is said to be a consonantal sound. Let us try to understand this here on the slide, and now let us know about that. O is there. Whenever this O gives the sound of A, R, O, as in the words, as in the word A in the vowel sound, in the word army is there. How is this A being pronounced? Army, altar, awesome, So in all these words, what is the sound this A giving you? So in this, that means in Telugu I have written here. So whenever this O gives you the sound of or O also, O in the words, as in the word opium is there, opium. What sound is this O giving you? O. Old. What sound is this O giving you here? O. Original. Okay. Original. Okay. O. So in all these words, O is giving you the sound of O. In all these words, A is giving you the sound of A. So whenever this O gives you the sound of A, whenever this O gives you the sound of O, you must think it is a vowel sound then. Right. How? Let us now look at some examples. Orange, orphan, ox. Okay, can you see this? Okay, ox, orange, orphan, ox. What sound is this O giving you here? Right. And similarly, whenever it gives the O sound, oak tree, ocean, Olympic game. So in these words, whenever this O gives you the sound of A or O, you must think it is a vowel sound. But whenever this O gives you the sound of Va, in Telugu I'll write here, Va, in English Va, what is that? As in work, Va. When you say work, the lips must turn into a round shape. Work, world, work. So just as this W is being pronounced in these 2 words, whenever this O gives you that sound, then you must think it is a consonantal sound. In direct speaking, in Telugu, whenever this O gives you the sound of Va, you must think it is a consonantal sound. Okay, you know very well. And one important thing I'm going to tell you, this O gives this Va sound only in one word, that is one. From this slide, you understand that whenever this O gives you the sound of A or O, you must think it is a vowel sound. But whenever it gives you the sound of Va, you must think it is a consonantal sound. And you know very well. And since this in these examples, O is giving you the Va sound, that is a consonantal sound. What should we use as per the rule? A 1 rupee coin, a one-man army, a one-man commission, a one-eyed beggar, something like that. And what to use before these vowel sounds, we are going to learn in the other slide. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. U sound. Already you have learnt about the sound of O O is over. Now the second vowel sound is there. By nature it is a vowel, but it sometimes gives a consonant sound, sometimes gives a vowel sound. That you know very well. And now let us learn about the U sound. Okay, what is that? When U gives the sound of A, whenever this U gives the sound of A, all of you know Telugu, and that's why I'm writing this Telugu word here, or else you can say A in Hindi, just like A pronounced as in the word agriculture. Agriculture. Ah, agriculture. Okay. What is that? Academy. What sound is this A giving you in these words? So that is nothing but this directly I have mentioned it there. So whenever this U gives this sound, then you must think it is a vowel sound. Okay. And here I'll give you uncle. Umpire. Ulcer. Uptick means increase. Okay. Umbrella. Underwriter. So in all these words, U is giving what? The sound of whenever this U gives the sound of it is a vowel sound. And before a vowel sound, what should we use? That we are going to learn in the other slide. Okay, right. Until then, let's move on to the next use. What is the consonant sound of U? When U gives the sound of U, you know very well in Telugu, Yakomu Dirgham is the U. Just like you pronounce the word you. How do you pronounce this word? You are a DSC candidate. You are a TET candidate. You, just as you pronounce this word you, whenever this U gives this U sound or this U sound, what should you do? You must think immediately it is giving there a consonantal sound. And whenever it gives a consonantal sound, you know very well what is the rule. A must be used before a consonantal sound, right? And let us see that here. The same U, here it is giving the A sound, it is university. You don't say university, but you say university. Same U, here it is giving A sound, here it is giving U sound. Okay. University, union, unit, uniform, unity. In all these words, this U is giving you the sound of U. And therefore, since this U is giving a consonantal sound, then we have to use as per the rule A before that. A university, A union, A unit, A uniform, A unity. So in this way, we use A before that. And this is what you learn on this slide. And now let's move on to learn other very important things about the use of an. Now we are going to learn the use of an. Where is this an used? Let us see that here. An is used before the words beginning with a vowel sound. Okay. Before the words beginning with a vowel sound. What are the vowel sounds? All of you know very well. A, E, I, O, U. These are all, the 5 are the vowel sounds. Of course, these 2 vowel sounds give sometimes a consonantal sound also. Whenever they give a consonantal sound, you did not keep quiet. You used as per the rule A before them. Okay. But otherwise, originally they are vowel sounds. Basically, they are vowel sounds. So therefore, we have to respect them as vowel sounds only. So occasionally, they will be giving a consonantal sound. Whenever they give a consonantal sound, we use A before them. Okay, that's all. And now, on the whole, they are basically vowel sounds. Okay, and let us look at the examples. A is always a vowel sound. Axe, ape, apple. So we have to use an before that. An axe, an ape, an apple. Okay, and similarly egg is there. Egg is always a vowel sound. An egg, an elephant, an engineer. I is always a vowel sound. Indian, an ice cream, an igloo. You know that. O is a vowel sound, and whenever it is a vowel sound, you say orphan, orange, oak tree. Okay, an orphan, an orange, an oak tree. And U is there. U is a vowel sound. Whenever it gives the A sound. Umpire. Okay, an umpire, an ulcer, an uncle. So in this way, A, E, I, O, U examples are given. These are all the vowel sounds. Before a vowel sound, we have to use an. Before a consonantal sound, yeah. This point you have understood in these slides. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Rule 2 is there. An is used before the silent H words. Before we learn about the silent H words, let us know something about the H words. What are the H words? H words means the words beginning with H. For example, what is that? Hat is there. hammer is there. Okay, hen is there. Hedge is there. Hedge means fence. Okay, and hit is there. Okay, hip is there. Hip. Okay, and horse is there. House is there, and then hut is there. Hunter is there. These are all the H words. The words beginning with H are called H words. But remember, H, 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 H. In all these words, H is not silent. You are pronouncing it. What are you saying? Hat, hammer, hen, hedge, hit, hip, horse, house, hut, hunter. That means in all the H words, H is not silent, 1 point. One more important feature of these H words is, beside H, there is always a vowel sound. Come on, look at all of them. H, A, what is it? Hat, A, E, I, O, U. So beside, no, 2 points you have learnt here. In all the H words, H is not silent, first point. After H, there is always a vowel sound. Without the help of this vowel sound, this H cannot be pronounced. Without the help of this vowel sound, this H cannot be pronounced. Only with the help of that vowel sound only, this H can be pronounced. So these 2 points you have learnt about the H words. And now let us learn about the silent H words. Okay, what is that? See, of all the H words, only a handful of H words are there in the dictionary. Of all these H words, only a few H words are called silent H words. In those H words, H is silent. And whenever H is silent, what will be there after this H? Always a vowel sound. And that vowel sound will be pronounced. And therefore, seeing that vowel sound, thinking that the word is beginning with that vowel sound, you use and before that. That's the philosophy. That's the reason behind this. Okay. And now, what are the silent H words? Let us see that here. Our is there. In this, H is silent. It is put in the brackets. That means it is dead. And how are we pronouncing this word? From the vowel sound, our. Already I have told you, beside this H sound, there is always a vowel sound. So H is silent. The next sound is vowel sound. And we are pronouncing this word from this O. O is a vowel sound, and therefore we use an before that. So here, hourly report is there. In this also H is silent. Silent means it is dead. And how are we pronouncing this word? We are pronouncing the word from O. O is giving a vowel sound here. Hourly report, and that's why we think this word is beginning with a vowel sound, and therefore we use an before that. And here next honor is there. In this also H is silent, and we are pronouncing the word from O. O is giving a vowel sound. Okay, I need not tell you this because beside H there is always a vowel sound. You take any word, beside this H, there is always a vowel sound, and we are pronouncing the word from this vowel sound, and therefore we think that this word is beginning with a vowel sound, and therefore we use an before that. Okay, and next honorable man is there. In this H is silent, we are pronouncing the word from O. O is giving a vowel sound, and that's why we think this word is beginning with a vowel sound, and that's why we use an before that. And similarly, honorific title. Honorific title means the title that is used to address somebody. Hello sir, hello madam, sir, okay, yes, miss, mrs. These are all honorific titles. Okay, so we use these things to address the people. Okay, and in this also H is silent, and we are pronouncing the word from O. O is giving a vowel sound, and therefore we think this word is beginning with a vowel sound, and that's why we use an before that. And next, honest man, very important. Several times it was given in the examination. Frequently it was given in the examination. Even this one also. This one is very important. This one is very important. And this one is also very important. Honest man. In this H is silent. We are pronouncing the word from O. O is giving a vowel sound. And that's why we think that word is beginning with a vowel sound. And therefore we use what? An. And then comes air is there. Air. In this H is silent. We are pronouncing the word from E. E is giving a vowel sound, and that's why we use an before that. And please, air, we have to pronounce it as air, just as you pronounce the word air. What do you say? How do you pronounce this word? Air. So similarly, you have to pronounce this word air. Don't say hair. Hair means this is the hair. Hair means this is the hair. We have to pronounce this word like this, air. Okay, and heiress. Okay, in this also is silent. We are pronouncing the word from this E. E is giving a vowel sound, and therefore we think that this word is beginning with a vowel sound, and therefore we use and before that. So in this way, in all these H words, how many H words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 H words are there. In these H words, H is silent. And except these 8, in all other H words, H is not silent. Keep this point in your mind. And now let us move on to the next slide. Okay, one more example is also here. Honorary chairman is there. Okay, honorary. H is silent. We are pronouncing the word from O. O is giving a vowel sound, and that's why we use and before that. An honorary chairman or president. Okay, and sorry. Now the total words are what? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 words are there. Okay. In these 9 words, H is silent. In all other H words, H is generally not silent. Okay. And let us now move on to learn other things. Special words are there. Very important. What are the special words? Please pay a very good attention to all these special words. So words beginning with a silent E. So there are certain words in which E is silent. Okay. They are called special words. Now let us see that. Okay. European is there. European. How do you pronounce this word? European. You are not pronouncing this E. You are pronouncing the word from U. Right? European. From here only you are pronouncing this word, not from E. So E is there, but it is dead. Dead means it is gone. And here you are pronouncing the word from U. U is a vowel by birth, by nature. But here it is giving a consonantal sound. U. Whenever U gives the A sound, it is a vowel sound. Whenever it gives the U sound, it is a consonantal sound that you have learned just now. And here this U is giving a consonantal sound. That is U. European. Therefore, you think this word is beginning with a consonantal sound, and therefore you use A before that. Following me? Very simple, very easy, right? And eucalyptus tree. So again, in this word, E is silent, and we are pronouncing the word from U. U is giving a consonantal sound, and therefore we think this word is beginning with a consonantal sound. And as per the rule, before a consonantal sound, what do we use? We use A, and that's why we use A. A eucalyptus tree, a eucalyptus oil, something like that. And here eulogy is there. In this also E silent, and we are pronouncing the word from U. U is giving a consonantal sound, and therefore we use A before that. Eulogy means praising. You are beautiful, your nose is straight, your cheeks are red. So you eulogize your girlfriend. You eulogize your girlfriend. So that's called eulogy. Praising. Okay, right. And eulogy. And look at this word. How do you pronounce this word? You say you. Just like you. Your EWE. This is called you. You means what? A female sheep. A female sheep is called you. So here E is there, but it is silent, and we are pronouncing the from these 2 letters, and these 2 letters are giving the sound of U. And think U is always a consonantal sound. Even in Telugu also, you see, if you are a Telugu medium students, A to aha, all are vowel sounds. From Ka to Bandira, they are all consonantal sounds. U, where do you find this U? Ya, Ra, Lava. So here, Ya Komudirgam is the U. When Ya is a consonantal sound, even in Telugu, in English, in all the languages, the sounds are the same. You take any language in the world. There are more than 3,000 languages, and in all these languages, the same is the system. A to I, I, U, aha. Up to that, there are all vowel sounds. Ka to Bandira, they are all consonantal sounds. Okay, same sounds. So that's why you take the help of Telugu also whenever you don't understand anything. Okay, here what is that? U is a consonant sound. U is a female sheep. What is the male sheep? Ram. You know very well, ram. Potelu, something you say that. Okay, leave it. And that's why, what do you say? Here you use A before. A U. It is a U. It's a female sheep, right? And the next one, your is there. Yuva, like your. How do you pronounce this your? So similarly, you pronounce your means a vase-shaped pitcher or jug. So vase-shaped means it's like that. Okay, and here it is there. Something like that, please. That's called a pitcher or a vase-shaped jug. Okay, that's called a your. Okay, this is in this e is silent, and we are pronouncing these words. Okay, from wr are giving this consonant sound, and therefore you use what a before that. So before in all these words this e is silent and the next letters are giving consonantal sounds, and therefore before them we use only a before them. Please keep these words in your mind because they are going to be very special. Questions may be asked on this particular aspect. And now let's move on to the next rule. Rule 2 is there. Before the abbreviations, this is also going to be very, very important from your DSC or TET examination point of view. And before the abbreviations also, we have to use either a or an. What to use before the abbreviations? Let us see that. Yes, here you pay attention. MLA is there. MLA means this is a member of legislative assembly or member of legislative council or member of parliament. So in this abbreviation, we are pronouncing this M as M. A. So A sound is there. MLA, A sound is there. Vowel sound is there in them. And that's why, what do you say? You use an MLA, an MP, an MLA, an MLC, an MP, because in this M, you don't say yum, but M. Just now I have written this. A. You don't say yum. Okay, MP, not MP, MP, MLA. So this abbreviation is beginning with a vowel sound, and that's why you are using an before that. A. This is that sound. Okay. And let's go to the next one. RTC bus. Again, A. is always E, U, A, I, O, aha. These are all vowel sounds in Telugu as well as in English. Okay. So here, sound. RTC bus. Therefore, it's giving a vowel sound, and that's why an RTC bus. RMP doctor. An RMP. Okay. sound. MBBS. Again, A. An MBBS doctor. An MBA student. Okay, right. And you go to the next one. SSC student. You say SSC or SSC? A. And that's an SSC student. Some students say SSC student. Don't say SSC, but SSC. So an SSC student. But here B is the BA student is there. BA. Ba. Ba is what? Ba is a consonantal sound. Pa, ba, ba, ma. You know that very well. And here it is giving a consonantal sound. Therefore, we use A. A BA student. Okay. You understand. A BSc student. Okay. A BCom student, because ba. Ba is always a consonantal sound. You know that very well in Telugu and English. Right. And here B sound. Right. Gate. Ga. Ga is what? G is a consonant sound both in Telugu and in English. That's why a gate aspirant, a CAT student. Okay, it's like that. A PhD scholar. Okay, and see, I is there. I is always a vowel sound. That's why an IAS officer, an IPS officer. So anything else? Okay, an RDO. Again. Okay, so here an RDO, a VRO. V is a va. Ya, ra, la, va. Va is a consonant sound in Telugu and in English. That's why a VRO, a VRA. He's a VRO. He is a VRA. Okay. So before the abbreviations, you just observe the beginning sound of that abbreviation. If that abbreviation begins with a vowel sound, use an before that. If it begins with a consonantal sound, you use a before that. That's all. Right? Any problem here? Very simple, very easy. Okay, watch it again and again. You can easily understand the entire subject. Okay, there will be no problem at all. You can, after becoming a teacher, you have to teach your students. My students are teaching all these things to their students. Okay, in most of the schools, my students are working as teachers. They are teaching all these things to them. Okay, right. Okay, you can also do that. Now let's move on to the next slides. Rule 2 is there. When the indefinite pronoun one, okay, is the subject in a sentence, it must be followed by one or ones, but not he or she or his or her. This is very important from your examination point of view. Okay, so that means when the sentence begins with one is what? A pronoun. Okay, when this one means it's a pronoun, one is also an adjective, one is a pronoun. So here when the sentence begins with one, after that you should use only once. Okay, but not his or her. Okay, one is always followed by once, but not by his or her. This point you have understood here. Now let me give you some examples. Okay, one should keep his promise. After one we should not use his. Wrong sentence. What should we do then? Okay, one should keep one's promise. If there is in the exam his or her is given, you have to change it into one's. So this is the way. One should keep one's promise. That is there. And you go to the next one. One should do her duty. So one should not be followed by her. So here her is there. So this is wrong. And what should we do? One should do one's duty. So in this way, when the sentence begins with one, after that there should not be his or her. If at all that is there, it is a mistake. You have to change it into once, O-N-E apostrophe S. Okay, that is there. And sometimes the sentences will be like this. One must put his best efforts if he wishes. Okay, after one, his or her should not be used. Wrong. After that, he or she should not be used. That is wrong. What should be there? Come on. One must after instead of his we have to use once, instead of he we have to use one. So one must put one's best efforts if one wishes to succeed. So this is the correct sentence. Okay, maybe very useful for you in other examinations also. And last example, one should be careful about what he says. So when the sentence begins with one, there should not be he or she in that particular sentence. What should be there? One must be there. One is always followed by one. One is always followed by once. Okay, here the subject is there. Therefore, what you should say? One should be careful about one. Okay. In the examination, what happens? Let me give you this. After one, in the examination, his or her given. So this is wrong. You have to use once. If one is given, after one, he or she is given. This is wrong. You have to use only one. These two things you have to keep in your mind. Okay, please. Okay, now let's move on to learn about other things. Rule 3 is there. Using each other instead of one another and vice versa. Each other and one another. Remember, each other is different from one another. Each other is used in reference to two persons, whereas one another is there. This one another is used in reference to more than two persons. Okay, they are called reciprocal pronouns. The two rivals hated one another. So here the rivals are only two. Whenever there are two rivals, this one another should not be used. Okay, we have to use only each other. So in the examination, one another is given in the place of each other. Each other is given in the place of one another. So thus they give some mistake. You have to rectify it like that. So when there are two persons or two things, you must use each other. When there are more than two persons, two things, you must use one another. So here the two girls quarrel with one another. That's wrong. Here the girls are only two. And here the two girls quarrel with each other. That's right. And here you see, good boys do not quarrel with each other. So there are so many boys, not two boys, many boys are there. They do not quarrel with each other. But when there are more than two boys, you should not use each other. Okay, what should you use? With one another. Okay, and here we the Indians, how many Indians are we? We are more than 100 crore Indians. Okay, we the Indians should love and support each other. No, we should not say each other, one another. The Pandavas helped one another. The Pandavas supported one another. The Pandavas encouraged one another. Don't say each other because Pandavas are 5 in number. So like that, this point is also okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Rule 4 is there. But when two singular nouns joined by and, okay, refer to the same person or same thing, then the verb and the pronoun must be singular. This is a very, very important one. So when two singular nouns, okay, two singular noun plus noun, they refer to the same person, then singular verb and singular pronoun, okay, after that. So how, let us see that here. The secretary and treasurer. So here, so the secretary and treasurer both are one and the same, okay, both are one and the same. He is the secretary, he is the treasurer, only one person is there. That's why after this, what should be there? Is, singular verb must be there, and here singular pronoun must be there, okay. The secretary and treasurer, not separate, is negligent of his duty. This is there. And in the examination, what happens? The principal and lecturer. He is only the principal, he is only the lecturer, one person only. When there is only one person, we should not use plural verb after that, okay, and plural pronoun, okay, that's very bad. What should we do? The principal and lecturer has not put his signature. We should not say their signature, but his signature on the document. The principal and lecturer has not put his signature on the document, because the principal and lecturer, they are not two separate persons, but only one person, right? And you go to the next example. My uncle and a guardian do not resign their job, okay, do not. So my uncle, my guardian, they are one and the same. He is my uncle, he is my guardian. No, he is my both uncle and guardian. So uncle and guardian, only one person. When that is one person, singular verb must be there, singular pronoun must be there. But here do not, plural is there. Their, plural is there. Plural pronoun is given, plural verb is given, and that's why that's wrong. Now we have to say my uncle and guardian does not. Does not singular, do not is plural, okay. And here their job, no, his job, because uncle and guardian only one person, and that's why does not resign his job. So this must be there. So please try to understand this very well. Right, now let's move on to the next slide. Rule 4 is there. But when two singular nouns joined by and refer to different persons and different things, both the verb and the pronoun must be plural. That's very important. When the nouns, okay, nouns, when two nouns, noun plus noun, okay, joined by and, okay, refer to different persons, then plural verb. What is that? Plural verb must be used and plural pronoun must be there. Pronoun. This is there. How? Let us see that. That's very important. The secretary, the treasurer. See, when they are one and the same person, only one definite article must be used only at the beginning. When you want to say they are different persons, then you have to use before this person one definite article, before the next person also one definite article. Then they become two persons. The secretary one person, the treasurer one person. If you use only one definite article before these two persons, then what happens? They become only one person. The secretary and the treasurer, one person. The secretary and the treasurer, two persons. This is very important. When you want to show them different persons, use the definite article before the first one and also the second one. That's very important, right? And the secretary and the treasurer, they are two persons. Therefore, we say are, plural verb, negligent of their duties, their duty. That is correct. And now in the examination, what happens? Let us see that here. The principal and the lecturer. Principal is a separate person, the lecturer is a separate person. When they are two separate persons, that is plural. When they constitute a plural subject, how can you use a singular verb here? That's bad. How can you use a singular pronoun? That's bad. So that's why you have to say the principal and the lecturers have here this, right? His signature, no, their signature, right? Last example, my uncle and my guardian. See, my uncle, separate person, my guardian, separate person. These two are separate. When that means there are two persons. Whenever there are two persons, you cannot use a singular verb after that and singular pronoun after that. What should be the right one here? My uncle and my guardian do not, plural. His job, you should not say their job. So in this way, so when two nouns are joined by and, okay, referring to two different persons, then after them we should use a plural verb and plural pronoun. When the two nouns joined by and refer to only one person or one thing, you should use only a singular verb and singular pronoun after them, after it. Okay, right. And now let's move on to the next slide. Rule 5 is there. When two singular nouns joined by and are preceded by the pronouns each and every, then both the verb and the pronoun must be singular. So each and every, these are the pronouns. When two singular nouns are joined by and or preceded by each and every, then the verb and the pronoun must be singular. Remember that? Okay. See here, let me give you one example. Every soldier, every sailor. So don't think they are separate. Only one. Every soldier, every sailor were in that place. Wrong. This is a, because whenever two singular nouns are joined by and or preceded by every or each, the verb must be in the singular. The pronoun must be in the singular. Okay. And that's why every soldier, every sailor was. Is very, very important from the examination point of view. So here, every soldier, every. So when two singular nouns are joined by and are preceded by each and every, the verb must be singular. The pronoun must be singular. Therefore, every soldier and every sailor was in his place. Okay. Every officer and every employee. Okay. Have. Okay. You should not say every. You should not say. You should know they are when officer and employee, these are connected by and preceded by every. So the verb should not be in the plural. The pronoun should not be in the plural. Then what should be the right one? Every officer and every employee has done his job. Don't say have done their job, but has done his job. Okay. And one more last example. Each teacher and each student have. No, don't say have cast their oath. No, here you have to say each teacher and each student has cast his oath. That's very important. So, and with this video comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching this video. Dear DSC candidates, thank you so much for watching this video. If you find any difficulty in understanding this video, please mention it in the comment section. And I have also provided you my mobile number and WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp your grammar related problems if at all you have any, because the examinations are around the corner. Please make use of that number. And if you have any doubts, please ask me to get the doubts clarified. With another beautiful video, I shall be back to you. Until then, bye. See you all of you. Right.